Hello everyone, I'm Alex and you're on Virr channel. Since my Warhammer video is slightly delayed due to some technical reasons, I decided to release a video on how to quickly and quite effectively prepare your miniature for tabletop gaming. Preparing and painting miniatures can be done very simple with minimal expenses. And you won't need special tools, a million expensive brushes, paints and or advanced skills. As you may have guessed already, we'll be talking about the slab chop method. Almost the entire painting process will be done using just one basic brush that comes with the SpeedPaint set. However, you don't necessarily need to buy the entire set. A few colors, depending on the theme of your miniatures, will be enough. But let's go step by step. I did not record the preparation of miniatures, but in short, they were primed with black and white highlighted was added later on. I did everything using an airbrush, but it also can be done using spray primer and later dry brush white or light paint, or even using two spray primers with different colors, like one dark for the base coloring and light one for zenithal highlights. Once miniatures are prepared, we need to choose a color schema. Since this is a quick and simple preparation for table-ready miniatures, I decided to limit the color choice to a hypothetical 4. In reality, I choose 5 colors because I want to experiment a bit. As for the miniatures, I chose those gruesome blood monsters from one of STL Flick's release, as well as some models from Arbiter Miniature Kickstarter campaign. Links, as always, are in the video description if you're interested in some models like that. And yeah, as usual, this is not a paid promotion, I bought all the files with my own money. So if you're not familiar with slab chop method, the advantage of this method is that you don't need to be super careful or have extensive painting skills. By using such a base for miniatures, I mean dark primer and light zenithal highlight. You can cover the miniatures with 1 or 2 layers of speed paint, contrast paint or other analogs and get excellent results for tabletop battles. Another plus is that you can paint several miniatures at once. I've already done something similar in the video about the Paladin army. If you're interested, the link will be in the description and in a hint above. So, with minimum effort, we cover most of the needed color, and while it dries, we move on the next miniatures. That's simple. Personally, I prefer to use lighter color first, such as this blood red, yellow and so on, and then cover everything with darker ones, for example dark wood or even green black. Dark colors easily cover up any imperfections that I might have made when painting with lighter colors, and it's easy for me to correct mistake this way. Yes, when painting with the dark colors I need to be a bit more careful, because any inaccuracies can be easily masked by the dark color where it shouldn't be. But still, this approach requires much less time than having the correction mistakes with dark colors and then applying the light one, at least for me. In general, the idea of slab chop method is very simple. With minimum effort, we paint the miniature and spending about from 5 up to 10 minutes on one model. With this spent time, we achieve an excellent result for tabletop role-playing gaming. The secret here is simple. First, the prepared model with zenithal highlights already has a certain gradient and natural shadows, or highlights, whatever. And the second, speed paint, contrast paint and similar products have quite fluid properties. As a result, on more protruding parts of the miniature, the color appears less intense than in the recesses. This automatically creates the effect of volume and highlights without adding time or effort. After painting this way, it's up to you. If you have the time and desire, you can add something like edge highlights or paint additional details, as I did for example with the teeth and some bone parts of these bloody monsters, to give the miniatures a more finished look. Again, this won't require much time or effort from you, but you'll definitely need additional paints and more accurate brushes. By the way, I want to point out from my experience, SpeedPaint, especially the first version, can easily be reactivated with water or other acrylic paints. So if you decide to add highlights but don't want potential color mixing, seal the color with varnish. It could be any kind of varnish which will work with acrylic paints. Can be liquid varnish or spray can, whatever you prefer. As you will see later on, I either used too much varnish or did not shake the bottle well enough, resulting in quite an intense gloss effect. Overall, this doesn't really affect the final result much, but be careful and don't cover everything at once like I did. Here are a few other examples that I managed to paint with minimum time investment using the same technique we talked about in this video. In my opinion, miniatures looks much lovelier on the tabletop when they are painted, even if not in detailed way and with various of colors. So let me know what you think about this in comments. Like, share and subscribe my channel, and see ya in the next video.